Hello, my name is Eren Çeştepe and I am a first-year electrical and electronics engineering student at Bilkent University. Today I am going to talk about my experiment on how the magnetic force between two identical disk magnets changes with respect to the distance between them. The aim of this experiment is to systematically measure the attractive magnetic force between two magnets at different distances and to verify whether the force follows the expected inverse fourth power relationship. Let me briefly talk about the theoretical background of magnetic forces originating from magnets. Theoretically, the magnetic force between two magnets depends on their magnetic field strength and the distance between them. At short distances, the force is relatively strong and can be approximated using a formula involving the magnetic flux density and the cross-sectional area. As the distance increases, the magnets behave like magnetic dipoles and the force rapidly decreases, approximately following the 1 over r to the 4 relationship, which reflects the dipole-dipole interaction model. In my experiment, I used a precision scale, two identical annulus-shaped magnets, and a ruler. In the first part of the experiment, I taped one of the magnets on the precision scale and then reset the scale to 0. This way, the precision scale measured only change in mass caused by the magnetic force. Using a ruler, I adjust the distance between the two magnets starting from 5 mm and increasing it in 5 mm steps up to 60 mm. At, at each distance, I recorded the mass increase due to the magnetic attraction. Then, taking by G equals 9.81, I calculated the magnetic force from the measured mass values. I observed a rapid decline in magnetic force as the distance increased. In the second part of the experiment, I used a Gauss meter to measure the magnetic field strength generated by one of the magnets. Based on this measurement, I calculated the expected magnetic force to compare it with the experimental results. The experiment confirmed that the magnetic force has a 1 over r to the 4 relationship with distance, as indicated by the rapid decline in force with increasing distance. This relationship can be seen more clearly by examining the log distance versus log force plot. There were some errors between the expected and calculated values. These errors mainly originated from misalignment between the two magnets, especially because it is difficult to keep them properly aligned at shorter distances. You can also see the error rates between the expected and measured values in the related data table. As predicted by theory, this experiment successfully demonstrated the principles of magnetostatics and the behavior of magnetic force. Thank you for listening.